Welcome back. The paper. So you got past the real rough stuff in the form of pendulum. Well, the somewhat rough stuff in the form of clock hands last episode. We have rougher things to come, though. We really do. Because I think this episode is going to be the episode that we encounter yet again. The gables.
Ready, go!
That's the way you do it. So now I understand this level and all its intricacies. I understand what makes you bounce. Because it's... I discussed it a little bit before. It's when you're falling. Darn it. It's so awkward to do because you have to move diagonally.
Ready,
Which
go!
is very, very imprecise, it feels like. Yeah.
Ready, go!
There's not much point in going for platinum here, of course, but still.
Ready,
That's essentially that to get a platinum, I think. The camera's up. It's hard to not move the camera up and down, too, as you're trying to move diagonally, which is really annoying.
ready, go!
But you bounce when the platforms are moving downwards,
Ready, go!
which I think is questionable physics, but
Ready,
I like that.
go!
And you have to move diagonally.
Ready,
Or at least that's one way of doing it. I don't know if it's a strict requirement. I hope it's not,
go! Ready,
because I would strongly disapprove of that, actually. But hey, like we've said before, it seems like basically everything's fair game for platinum in this game. This is really awkward, though. Making that jump while moving diagonally is so hard. Because you basically move in an awkward curve.
ready, go! Ready,
Yeah, it's really, really hard to move at a precise angle this way. Moving diagonally is really hard.
ready,
Even just making this jump in general is awkward. Yeah, most of the time I don't make that jump to begin with.
ready,
But now I see that I can do it. If I actually pull it off, this is how I would get platinum, which I can. There's not much point to doing it now, I guess.
ready, go!
I might even do something where, like... Up. I'll take much of a bounce anyways. Like that.
Ready,
If I could get this jump now... Well, the last time I did was something more like...
go! Ready,
I
go!
did something more like...
Ready,
Instead of going right into the corner, going off the side, and then bouncing, using that bounce to get to the next platform. But if I did that and actually managed to bounce or to jump across the gap diagonally, then I could, Oh. Then I could move diagonally to actually make the jump all the way to the very end. Hey,
ready, go!
all the way to the goal. At least I know how to do these levels. It doesn't mean it's gonna be very easy when we get to the gables. I can do it. Capable. Ah, that was a really bad bounce. I still don't like being at the mercy of bouncing off of things. This is such a slow level. It is a lot more annoying when I'm going through arcade and spending a lot of time doing stuff. It's not a big problem, at least as big of a problem when I'm going through a level 1 for the first time, but 2, also, when I can restart it over and over without penalty.
Ready, go! Ready,
This one I guess I can just go through without being overly zealous about. Ah,
Ready, go! Ready, go!
about much of anything. I managed to make it just then though. I feel like I should do it again. There we go.
Ready,
Alright, see if I can do it well. I feel like I should.
ready, go! Ready,
And I'm trying to move diagonally. There we go, it makes a difference with things like this, which I still don't like, but gotta make use of what you have. Ah, that transition is messing me up for some reason. There we go. This one was kind of fun.
ready, go!
It's a weird one, but it's a tricky one too, actually. Ah,
Ready,
but I don't mind kind of silly levels like this where it's just, hey, the level looks like a thing.
go!
Although in this one it does also actually have a... It does actually play somewhat uniquely too. It poses a unique challenge.
Ready, go!
Ow.
Ready,
Ah!
go!
Goodbye!
Ready, go!
Got boosted in the wrong direction.
Go!
There we go. I wish it told me how many platinums I got. No, this one I'll do
Go!
in the more reasonable way.
Ready, go!
Instead of going for crazy bounces or anything.
Go!
Still not sure what the idea is behind that one.
Ready, go!
50 levels though, this is a real marathon. We're not even 2/5 of the way through yet. And it's hard to know when you can actually make the jump here. Not then.
Go!
Of course, again, the idea behind arcade isn't really to get the best time. Because there's nothing that requires you to get any particular time. It's just that I like getting good times.
Go!
Oh, so this is one, for instance, that you can probably
Ready,
get a better time on by doing diagonal things on.
ready,
And I've managed to make that first cycle without any conscious diagonal movement to begin with, though. I don't think I managed to get platinum there last time. I think I actually got a platinum this time, and
go!
I doubt that I'll count for metal mode. I would be really surprised.
Go!
I don't know how much better you can do than that. Diagonal movement, I guess.
Ready,
Getting cereal.
ready,
Come on, man.
go!
Not really sure how to,
Ready,
yeah, I don't really know how to space my bounces for this. Like, I don't have enough speed if I
go!
try to space my bounce there. How do you
Go!
do that part? I don't quite remember.
Ready,
See?
go!
There's certainly skill involved, because you just need to know how to bounce. Or skill in some degree of memorization, I guess. Whoa!
Ready, go!
But
Ready,
when you don't know beforehand, it seems kind of silly. You're just kind of bouncing somewhat blindly.
Ready?
And I'm trying to turn, by the way. It's just really, really hard in this game.
Ready? Go!
I still wish there was more stuff happening in most of these backgrounds. There are a couple of cases where there are things happening, like in Alpine you have the water, or in the... What was the stormy one called? It was, I don't think it was just Coast. But I think it might have been, actually. But that one you had cool lightning and stuff like that, and it made noises, which is even cooler. Void not having anything going on, it makes sense, actually. Well, I only saw it briefly, but I don't think it has anything happening in it.
Ready?
How did I do this before? Probably something similar to what I just now did, but actually managing to make the last jump. Okay. Ah, jeez.
Ready? Go! Ready?
Something feels wrong about this being in a different place than before, though. I don't know how to do that last part. Like, I'm amazed I managed to get up until that last part on the first try. Like, to show you just how deeply the muscle memory here is baked into me. It's riding a bike. Once you figure out gables, you're good for life. But I still don't even really remember how I don't think I really even had, like, a real trick to that last part. I think I just kind of threw myself at it until it worked.
Ready? Go!
So we might be here a while. Knowing diagonal movement being better, though, does, I think, explain a little bit in terms of how this works to me.
Ready?
I think that that knowledge might help, because having that little bit of extra power in certain directions, knowing that I have that might actually help me. Because I can know now that orienting myself correctly will help me out. That didn't quite work out. Ah. See, if I can get over there, if I can get over that hump at just the right point, towards the middle, that to me seems like the way to do it. Because that's what I do. That's what I do here. Of course, I have a lot more space to work with. But what I do here is I just cross that towards the midpoint. Normally. I did something else this time, of course. Of course, it can be difficult to cross that at all.
Ready? Go!
And I still can't consistently get enough momentum to get over that hump
Ready?
in the first place. Knowing that I've done it before now, though, makes me a lot more confident about being able to do it at all. I'll say that much. But I still don't know how to get over that hump that way. So I think that's the thing to do. I admit, I don't quite remember how I did this the last time. There was the one time I almost got it, where I basically just rode the top of, see? Almost. I basically just rode the top of that gable, as if it was a flat platform. I don't think I can count on doing that, though. In fact, I tried to do that for a very long time and couldn't pull it off. It's like, I try to go over it, but then as soon as I change direction, I lose it. I guess I just need to keep holding one direction. That time didn't really work. I don't know how to get over the thing. I really don't. And I still don't have a very detailed understanding of why I can sometimes climb up those corners and sometimes not. You would think that the whole diagonal movement thing would have something to do with it. And it might, but I'm not really sure. I still don't have a very good understanding of that.
Ready, go!
I'm getting close every single time, but of course that was the case for a very long time last time too. Ah.
Ready, go!
See, there's this issue where if I try to change directions as I'm crossing the hump, I don't get over the hump, it seems like. Ah!
All out.
But I need to be careful about how I cross the hump, because otherwise that happens.
Go!
10, I got plat. I got it. I might not have it in metal mode, but I got it. You can't take that away from me. Revenge!
Ready, go!
We'll continue our revenge next episode, I guess. Bye, everyone!